Hello and welcome back to Wyman's Whimsy. This is the last card in the Country Birdhouse series that I did this week. This one I've added another new item. It's the So Swirly embossing folder. This embossing folder is huge. It is amazing. It is the same size basically as one of the plates for the cut and emboss machine. And I've used it on a piece of basic white. So I've used the Countryside in Designer Series paper, and this one I've done on Night of Navy card base with a Misty Moonlight frame. And this one I'm going to do on the white card base, and then we can decide which one we like better. I used a 3/4 inch circle punch to do the front of the birdhouse. Because the die in the set has a hole in the middle of it, and I didn't like the hole in the middle, so I just used a punch. So what I've got is my roof piece, the birdhouse itself, then the gingerbreading, and I've used the Night of the Misty Moonlight to stamp the little edges, and then I've cut the base out of that. And then on this one I did the happy birthday, and I just cut it with my trimmer, and it looks a bit odd to me. So for this one I've actually done the greeting so it matches the birdhouse. So we'll see how that goes. So with this piece, I've used the largest of the two deckled rectangle dies, the second largest for the basic white piece and the largest one for the Misty Moonlight base. So I'm going to run this through the embossing folder, and this is a regular embossing folder. It's not a 3D folder. So I'm just going to pop that in the middle like that, and then it's going to go on my base plate with the two cutting plates, the two number 3 plates. We're going to take out the number 2 base that we use with dies, and we're going to use plate 1, the big plate, and then the 2 cutting plates. And we're just going to run that right through the embossing machine. I'm going to cut and emboss. And again, like with any other plate, we're going to want to put that hinged edge in first, so that we don't break the folder. And this, for being a thin, not a 3D folder, it certainly gives you a beautiful depth of detail on there. Now when I put it down on here, I thought, it's a little plain. So I took my Misty Moonlight and a blending brush. You could do this with a sponge dauber as well, and I just went around the edge, just adding that little bit of color, so that it's just that little bit more defined. Again, you could do it with just a sponge, like your makeup sponge, or a sponge dauber, whatever you have to hand. So I'll just move that out of the way, and then I can glue all of this down together, and then we can build the birdhouse. So I'll just keep layering this up. And then we're going to pop this on here like this, and making sure we're even all the way around. And then we're going to flat mount it onto the card base like that. Okay, so now let's build our birdhouse here. I'm going to use my liquid glue to do this piece because I need to be able to wiggle it a little bit. So we're just going to add a little bit of the liquid glue, pop that away, and I'm just going to pick it up, and I'm going to line it up at the edge of the birdhouse like that. There we go. And then just give it a little push. And I was strategic in the paper that I chose. This one has almost looks like roof slats on it. And this looks like it's almost like it's got little flowers on it. So put that down like that. And I can put this, I did this on adhesive backed paper. Just pop that right in the middle like that. This is also on adhesive backed paper. Just need to peel that backing off. And it wants to be difficult because I'm on the video. So we'll just, there we go. You just got to get the right piece. And we're just going to lay this right up into the peak there, like that. There we go. Okay, so that's laid down. It does kind of blend just a little bit into the background, but it does have that little edge that you can see. And now I'm going to take this and I'm going to dimensionalize it onto the card base. And this isn't done with cardstock, it's just done with designer series paper, so it's a little floppy, but that's okay. So let's just get this all sorted out and put it down. And I did the Misty Moonlight with the brush just around the edge of the birdhouse opening as well. So there we go. I played with the idea of doing like white flowers and putting them around, but I really just liked the look of the birdhouse on its own. Okay, so I've got mini dimensionals on the back of here, and I haven't peeled the backs off yet because I need to decide if I want to put it here like that or down here like this. I like the way it kind of goes together there, but I think I'm going to pop it up onto the base of the birdhouse. So you can be sure to let me know in the comments which you prefer, whether you prefer the greeting on the base of the birdhouse or if you prefer it underneath, and if you prefer it on the Night of Navy background or if you prefer it on the white background. It really does give it a totally different look, especially with putting the birthday greeting there. It lightens up the whole card. So let me know which one you prefer, and let's create together again soon.